iPhone 15 Pro Max is a fantastic phone, but what is it like traveling with it? In this case, it is 3:30 in the morning, didn't get any sleep at all. I have a flight to catch at 6:30 in the morning and my phone is at 98%. Snapped on my Casetify case with the MagSafe wallet, the leather one at that, and decided to hop in the shower to be nice and fresh on the plane. And by the way, this bathroom's seen a bunch of stages from what it was to like how it is now. I'm actually working on a morning routine. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. And also, if you're not following me on Instagram and on TikTok at Simplypops, you're just missing out on additional content that is just not on YouTube. After a nice relaxing shower, it is time to request an Uber. Now, this is one of the highlights of an iPhone with Dynamic Island. You can get a live activity feed on the island itself. So in this case, 8 minutes until my Uber arrives, and you can see the status no matter what app you're on, and you can long press it for additional information. I love when apps take advantage of the Dynamic Island. Comes in nifty when traveling, and in this case, my Uber driver has arrived. It's time for me to get out of here. I only just have one bag, that's all. The time now is 4:03 in the morning and I'm currently at 98% battery life. And getting to JFK was pretty smooth. It was barely any traffic on the road. As soon as I got there, I got a notification from JetBlue to view my boarding pass and also got past TSA with no problem. 4:48 in the morning, 91%. At this point on, I'm just waiting for my flight to board, and right now I'm just drooling over the iPhone 15 Pro design. The time of this recording is September 23rd, so it's not even a full day since I had the phone and I'm already traveling. So I decided to pair up my XM5's Bluetooth just because of Type-C. Couldn't use the AirPods Max. Apple, please refresh the AirPods Max with Type-C connectivity.
Obviously, getting out of here, it's going to be very bumpy, so we're going to have our in-flight crew remain seated until we get above all this stuff out here. So I'd like to ask all of you the same thing. Please remain seated with those seatbelts fastened until we
So I'm out with the cold and into the warmth in good old Southside, Florida. Currently it's 8:44 and I'm at 62% after listening to music, watching some downloaded Netflix videos on the Netflix app, of course. I'm here in beautiful Florida, Boca Raton, vlogging on the front-facing camera. I've been using my phone since 3 a.m. to now, listening to music, taking the Uber, taking pictures. I'm actually in a rental car right now. It's just a Volkswagen. Right now, I'm at 39% right now at 11 a.m. So I will have to charge, but that's understandable because it's been since 3 a.m. This is just a refining phone. Everything's just been refined. Faster processor, improved cameras, thinner bezels, lighter materials, but it's not really worth the upgrade going from a 14 Pro to a 15. This is really for someone who have an iPhone 11 still. You still don't have 5G, you're missing ProMotion, you're missing the camera advancements and things like that, but it's still an upgrade. It smells mad good. And ladies and gentlemen, this has to be one of the most luxurious apartments that I've ever been to. But I don't recommend doing this because if you get water damage, Apple is not going to cover it. Now back to the apartment. As you can see, I wanted to utilize the iOS 17 visual lookup to identify a dog, and you can see it's a Maltese. Might be my future dog, by the way, but it's nice to have that feature. And all in all, I'm just editing the photo. You can take a picture of something and you can enable portrait mode or disable it if you want, post, and all in all, just adjusting the aperture, the highlights, the exposure, the shadows, the saturation. You honestly, you don't even need Lightroom. The before and after picture speaks for itself. It's just incredible. You can point and shoot, decide if you wanted to enable portrait mode, increase the highlights. The only thing that's missing, I would say, is some sort of object eraser or magic eraser, similar to the S23 Ultra and even the Google Pixel series. Take notes, Apple. So now my iPhone desperately needs a charge at a measly 3%. This is a perfect time for me to take a shower. Now, as I'm getting ready and showering, I always put a case on my phone anytime I'm going outside. You want to protect your investment in style. This is Caseify's Bounce Case. It offers 6-time military standard protection, giving you drop protection for up to 21.3 feet. I did a little drop test here in Florida and not even a scratch on the 15 Pro Max at all. Now, if that wasn't enough, introducing the Ultra Bounce case. This is Caseify's newest and strongest case they ever created, with a crazy drop protection height of 32.8 feet, which is translated to 10 times military standard grade protection. This is just bananas. Now, this is the Impact series. You still have the same protection, but in a more thinner profile. And also, I love this summery one. Yes, it's not summer, but if you live in Florida, it's summer all season long. And by the way, this is a clear case, but it has a subtle hint of blue, which is going to match perfectly with that blue titanium. Yeah, and to put the cherry on top, you could customize a case to your liking, the way how you want it. You could put your name, you could put pictures, you name it, you could put it on the case. All of these cases are made from recycled phone cases. So check the link in the description, kayaify.com/simplypops for 15% off. And it's not just cases, they sell screen protectors, lens protectors, lanyards. You don't want to miss it. The future me, I'm finished showering and my phone is at 72% at 5 p.m. And currently just on the road again, making a couple of stops. Yo, that looks mad good, bro. What is that? That's cookies and cream? You guys already know, any tropical area I go to, I always got to get my sugar cane. It's always my go-to. But all in all, I'm just having a good time. Life is good. Only gonna be here for 3 days, so I'm making the best out of it, enjoying myself the best as I can. The food was okay, although it was very expensive for what it is. I love the scenery, I could say that much. Next up, we took this really long 3-hour trip to Cocoa Beach or around that area just to go kayaking at night. It was supposed to be glowing planktons, you know, planktons. Unfortunately, we didn't see too much of it. It was barely noticeable. Maybe it wasn't the right season.
So what we'll do is we're just gonna go backward a little bit for me, forward for you guys, and then we're gonna go around, go up to the flashing red light and around it if you want to. You don't have to, but it'll give you kind of a racetrack to kind of go fast if you want, without us having to break up the group too bad.
But in the mix of that, we actually saw the Nassau ship take off, and this is a perfect time to utilize a 5-time zoom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Whoa.
And right here, this is when I zoomed it all the way in so you guys could see exactly what's going on, but it's hard to see, to be honest.
It's coming over here?
And that was basically the kayaking at night in a nutshell. It wasn't worth the 3-hour drive, then 3 hours driving back to Boca, making it 6 hours. It was relaxing, but it wasn't worth it in my opinion. And I didn't get home until like 6 o'clock in the morning. And keep in mind, this was the same exact day that I traveled to Florida. Everything was one day. Tired is an understatement. Alright, so it's a fresh new day. By the way, I forgot to update you guys on last night. When the phone was on like 10%, I had a power bank. I brought one with me. This was like around when we left, so it was able to capture all the memories that I had at the kayaking, but all in all, I still needed to charge my phone for that 3-hour ride. But it's a new day now. I don't even know how I was able to still wake up this early. I don't even know if you would consider this a day in the life. I gotta see how I'm gonna piece together this video. The battery life has been good, not as good as the 11 Pro Max when that first came out, or even the 13 Pro Max when that came out. It's a little bit better than the 14 Pro Max, but that's just due to the fact of the battery degradation. But it's solid. Performance, of course, is good. It's the latest and greatest A17 Pro chip. The camera's pretty good. I would say the actual camera comparison between the 14 Pro Max versus this will be kind of identical. The only true upgrade you're really getting out of this is the Tetra Prism telephoto lens to zoom in 5 times optically. Type-C has been a wonderful upgrade. I was able to charge my Apple Watch on the go because we was rushing out, and we really don't have that much time here, so I decided to bring my Apple Watch charger and charge my Apple Watch on the go. Now, I would wish Apple would bring reverse wireless charge so you could be able to charge it on the back of the device, so you don't have to worry about bringing a cable or anything like that. But Type-C is really the star of the show this year for the iPhone, and you can even be able to charge another iPhone, AirPods, and even takes it a step further. You could hook up external drives, access files, or even SD cards using an SD card adapter via Type-C. So the Type-C port is very versatile. Now, I even saw it online where you could hook it up to an external monitor and be able to play the games, and I didn't really test it that far, but that's maybe for another video. So Type-C is definitely a welcome change. Now, to wrap up this quick trip, we decided to go to K-Pow Noodle Bar. We decided to get something to eat for brunch, and I gotta say, the food was pretty good. So after many different delays, thanks a lot JetBlue, I got home safe and sound. I requested a lift this time. And oh yeah, the action button, I found myself not even using it for the entirety of this trip. I think it's a gimmick, but it could be handy for you if you wanted to sign into the Uber app for quick access, but nah. And that was my experience traveling with the 15 Pro Max. Check out my 7 a.m. morning routine video if you like this video, and hope you all have a simple day.